Hey everybody, I'm Alison with FlickDirect, and I am here with Chris Grismer to talk about Quantum Leap, Season 2, Episode 3, Closure Encounter, right? That was I want to say close encounter. How are you today, sir?
I'm good. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So you have directed a number of TV shows, including some episodes in season one. Why did you choose this particular episode to that you wanted to direct?
I wish that I got to choose episodes, but it is our showrunner who has our showrunners who decide who directs what. And I've been very lucky on this show because when you're a visiting director on some shows, you'll get an episode and you'll be like, well, I guess I'm never working on this show again because it's not a great episode. And but luckily on this show, I've been given like some really, not that there's any bad episodes on the show, but I've been given some really great episodes to direct. And I'm one of the producers, and so I get some of the more difficult episodes because of I can start pre-production on them earlier and they don't have to pay me. So because I'm already there. So I can do a little more work, I can travel, I can do all that stuff, and they don't have to dig into the well anymore.
Got it. Yeah, I was going to say, as a producer, don't you get to kind of pick and choose?
I get to help hire the other directors, and then I can, I'll weigh in on certain things just about timing and schedule of
Mm.
the directors, but I definitely don't go, I want that episode. Like I'm a big horror person and science fiction person, and
Uh,
so I've been lucky that I got the sci-fi episode. Not that all the episodes are sci-fi episodes, but I got a really great UFO episode and I got a great horror episode last season.
So you basically touched a little bit on something I want to ask you about. How much work, how much prep time post shooting goes into creating a TV episode?
Some episodes a lot more than others. Generally, a director will start, they'll have 8 days of prep and then 8 plus 1 or so days of shooting. And But there's a lot of prep that goes into it before. There's all sorts of meetings with locations
Mm.
and set design and everything that happens sometimes months before
Oh,
the director arrives. For instance, like we shot in Egypt, and that planning took a lot of planning, and it started a lot quite a bit before we actually got there to shoot. So
yeah, I can imagine just getting the logistics of getting everyone to Egypt. There you go.
yeah.
So, Quantum Leap, people loved the show, and then it was rebooted. Why do you think it works this time as well?
I think we live in a time of some amount of isolation and division,
Hmm.
especially in this country. And I think
Yes.
that this show is timely. Um, our show is timely because it offers you the chance to walk a mile in someone else's shoes, and I think that's an important um, thing to do.
So that asks the question, if you could walk a mile in someone else's shoes, who would you want to walk in?
Oh my God! Wow, I don't know. That's a
Good question.
that's a good question. I don't know. Probably someone from history.
Hmm.
I don't know. That seems like a trick question. I'm going to pass on that because I'm worried that I'm going to say someone who's going to get me canceled. Like you can't
All
say
right, I can
Napoleon. Who knows? Who knows?
understand.
No, I mean, I love finding. That's the great thing about storytelling is that we get these characters and we get to go and explore what their lives are like and how we can represent them. So you do learn and you do get new perspectives on every television show that you help make.
Yeah, and I love how they on Quantum Leap he does. I mean, he goes into a woman or this or So he really, we're talking about Ben, who is played by Raymond Lee. That's his name. Who does a fantastic job, by the way. You get to see different perspectives. Have you ever, when doing the episode or looking at other episodes, say, yeah, maybe not play it quite that way, Raymond, or um, Does he really
I
just nail it?
I have to spoon feed Ray every emotion, every line he says. I have to, he gets it wrong. His choices are always just completely off. No, he is, the guy is good at everything, and he's a joy to work with, and he is probably one of the best number ones on a call sheet I've ever worked with because his heart is so big.
Wow.
But yeah, his the only times is, he's a funny person, and so sometimes I'll be laughing at a scene and he'll done it in a way that's cracked me up, and then I'll be like, we should probably look at this because we may not want to be laughing at this point, and so maybe we'll go back and find a more serious version, and who knows which one we use, but he's always open to giving a different take.
Like if a character's in a coma or something, not the
Yeah.
best time to be laughing.
Yeah, I've had someone overact a coma before, so
Really?
yeah, he was going like that through the. It was on another show. I was like, "What's happening here?" He goes, "Well, I did some research," and I was like, "Oh no!" And he
No.
said, "He said, and people can hear when they're in comas. I've read," and I was like, "But they can't respond if that's true. Like they're
Right.
not. They wouldn't be in a coma. So please just stop moving."